Well, in sum, what I've tried to show in my contribution to that publication are three key messages. The first one is that multilateralism is suffering from different problems for decades, and it's not fair to blame President Trump today on this. He is basically the result of many different causes. He is the product of what happened the last few decades, but he's also now promoting it for internal reasons. The second question that I try to answer is whether the withdrawal of the United States from the Paris Accords and other international instruments would affect its standing around the world and will affect its soft power. I try to show that it will affect, it's already affected, that soft power. Again, this has started a few years ago, but it's been accelerated by the policies of the new administration. I think the many mistakes, many issues that have not been dealt with internationally and regionally, I would say at least from the 90s until now, has affected many people's belief in the virtue of multilateralism. That's why we see a lot of withdrawal of identity politics around the world, which is basically the best environment for populists to thrive. So I would see in the future, at least for a decade or two, a rise of populism around the world, not only in the north but also in the south. Unfortunately, it will be a little bit chaotic until we realize that we need to revert to a much stronger multilateralism and multilateral system that will provide answers to the ills of the common world. Of course, there is a resentment against all institutions of the international system, and basically the main one is United Nations. But let's not forget that the United Nations has never been built to be a supra-state institution. It is what the member states want it to be. We need an institution like the United Nations around the world, because that's basically the parliament of human beings around the world. That's the only place where people can come and try to discuss and try to negotiate and find answers. Whether it needs reforms or not, I think it's clear it needs reforms, both at the governance level within the institution, and also it needs by the member states a more or a better environment. They need to give it a room to evolve and work in a way that serves the people. Let's not forget that the first sentence of the Charter is "We, the people of the world."